What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Listen, Javante Tank Davis, this was a crazy situation at this fight. Meek Mill was involved in an altercation. I got, some facts right now as details emerge. Make sure you guys subscribe to Flight Sports so you stay up to date with all news, updates, and more. Listen, the truth is, Meek Mill got into an altercation with a boxer. He took to his Twitter, minutes after, the fight, because he basically told the boxer that was in the crowd that, this fight is not going 12 rounds. And I guess the fighter wanted to fight Meek Mill. With all due respect, like I said, it's crazy, it's sad. People should be able to, voice their opinions in the crowd. But like I said, people are just feeling good. You had a fight, sold out fight. I'm pretty sure there was drinks involved. Who knows what was going on? But bottom line is, the situation was the fight was stopped, in this, it was, pardon me, I believe it was the 6th round, if I'm not mistaken. I'm my bad, but basically it was just a crazy situation that they stopped the fight, because I've never seen nothing like this before. In all my years of watching boxing, where they literally stopped the fight due to a situation like this. Y'all let me know your thoughts. But Wallo was all involved in this situation. It was crazy. Pardon me, the fight, they stopped it in the 7th round. My bad, I got things mixed up. Tank stopped him in the 8th. The situation with Meek Mill, involvement with the boxer, was happening in the 7th, so that's the truth. Like I said, I want to definitely bring the facts on what happened. Do y'all think that changed any course of events to the fight? I don't think so. It's kind of crazy because Tank is there and all of these guys are there for Tank. I guess I don't know who that guy was for. I guess he might have been for Hector Luis Garcia. You don't know really what was going on. But bottom line is, I know Meek Mill was there. I seen Steven Jackson. I seen like I said, Wallo, and all of these guys have been around Tank in some capacity, so it was definitely just kind of crazy to see all of that go on, but nevertheless, man, it was an amazing night, of boxing, like I said, boxing is back, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to Flight Sports. This situation here tonight with Tank, who knows what this is leading into. Obviously, Tank should be fresh enough to ready to go. He didn't get hurt. The fight this April, with Ryan Garcia seems to be intact. Nothing should get in the way of that. So, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. So y'all get all the details on what's happening. You don't want to miss that bout. We got a lot. That's gonna be a stacked card. Come April. I wouldn't be surprised if some people like Golden Boy, who I'm familiar with, is gonna be on that card. But it is what it is. Shout out, man, it's just a crazy situation. That this thing just happened and just changed the events of the fight, but it really didn't, because I think this guy was gonna get knocked out. I wonder what Tank was thinking about. I know he was focused. Did that heighten up his intensity to say, hold on, let me get this fight over with so I can figure out what's going on? I can't wait till we figure out what happened, because Tank was playing possum. And right after that situation happened, the fight was over. So I was like, maybe Tank wanted to know what was going on with the situation. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. At first, reports was coming out that Wallo had got into an altercation, because like I said initially, that's the reports, it seemed like it was a situation between Meek Mill and Wallo, but as you took a closer look, you seen what was really going on, but good look for Wallo to be there. That's why you need OGs, Steven Jackson was involved, but it's crazy that I know it was heavy security, so I mean, was anything actually really gonna happen, at an event like that with guarded by this much security? It's unfortunate that, that a big event like that, people can't just go home and everything is just smooth. Why every time, a big congregation, something like this have to go left? That's not good. Hopefully we gotta be better. Hopefully the next event we can congregate, in these sold out venues, and enjoy ourselves, and everybody be smooth. You should be able to, but that's what you bought the ticket for. And if this is true, this is very childish. Everybody should have the right, to root for who they want to root for, in the sport of boxing, especially if they bought a ticket, goddamn it. I mean, come on. You know, that's just downright sad, you know, at the end of the day. You know, let me know what was your thoughts initially when it was going on. I was trying to figure out what happened because it seemed like I said, I thought it was staged. I was like, what's going on? And then I'm like, what happened? You know, because the fight was moving shaky. You know, some people thought that maybe Louise was winning. You know, so I mean, I was like, you know, this thing is going down. It might be a little closer than we think. You know, but for Tank to just flip the switch like that and his focus just shifted. I mean, that was definitely something to be marveled at. I was thoroughly impressed with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, with his effort. You know, it just shows, you know, the power, you know, of him, you know, to knock this guy out in the 8th round, you know, and it wasn't even one of those vicious knockouts. Like, I thought he was going to really put the heat on him. But Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, he hit him one good time, and then it was like, yo, he ain't want no more smoke, you know, so it's underrated power. That goes back to when here at Flight Sports. That's why you have to subscribe, because we had stated leading up to this bout that Gervonta Tank Davis was knocking out top welterweights on his way, you know, to this big time money fight, y'all. So make sure that, and as you can see, he didn't see that punch coming, you know, and the welterweight, you know, said that, you know, the undefeated welterweight who he was sparring with, get preparing for this fight against Hector Luis Garcia. And as you can see, it was successful. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis is up ready for Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is up ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. So I guess we have the ultimate collision course, you know, that boxing, you know, fans really want and desire. You know, but nonetheless, man, I had to bring this report to the people. You know, this is the truth about what happened between Meek Mill, Steven Jackson, and the whole nine and the crew, and the situation at the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. You know, this is it right here. You know, words from Meek Mill. You know, shout out him on his Twitter. Thank God nobody was harmed. You know, like I said, security was there, of course, personal security, and of course, arena security. You know, so nothing was going to erupt to that magnitude. You know, but nonetheless, man, amazing night of boxing. The stars was out. You know, everybody was shining. You know, Gervonta came out to an unbelievable entrance. You know, hopefully that this thing right here done overshadow, which was such an amazing night of competitive boxing. You had so many upsets. You had Villa upsetting. You know, it was so many things that we're gonna get into. So make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports so you can stay up to date and in tune to what's going on here, man. We building a boxing community. Be a part of what's going on here at Flight Sports TV. Peace and love to you all, man. Shout out to all the boxing fans around the world. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. We out.